Okay, it's December 1st, and you know what that means? We're gonna watch a Lindsay Lohan Netflix Christmas movie. My dog has moved to be in frame. He wants to join. This film is about Lindsay Lohan and her, I guess, childhood best friend. It's December 2014. See, in my head, 2014 was not that long ago. It just feels like yesterday, but really it's been over 10 years. And they tried to make this dude look younger, but he just looks like a 40-year-old man. So Lindsay Lohan is going abroad. She's moving and leaving her boyfriend, and everyone's having like a going away party for her. So he is very upset. He doesn't want her to move. He's in love with her. He wants her to stay. And there always has to be kind of like a dirty grandma in every Christmas movie. So dear old dad wants the boyfriend to give a speech. So 45-year-old Logan, he decides, I want to make her stay, so I'm going to awkwardly ask her to marry me when she's already set on leaving the country. This is going to work, right? Yeah, when you're about to propose and literally everyone in the room is telling you, please don't do that, why continue? So he throws out the, your mom would be disappointed in you. That's terrible. So they break up in front of everyone. And what did Frosty do to you, buddy? Lindsay Lohan looks great, but the Botoxing is Botoxing. She's doing her best to emote. No hate to Lindsay Lohan. Okay, then we get this ridiculous montage to show the passage of time from 2014 to 2024. The last 10 years haven't been that great. Do we really have to remind ourselves? I mean, my dog especially is not interested in this montage. So it's the present day. So she's gonna go back home with her new boyfriend for Christmas and meet his family. So he's also going home to meet his girlfriend's parents for the first time. So Lindsay Lohan and her boyfriend have like absolutely no chemistry. But Logan and his girlfriend have even less chemistry, it seems. And now he officially looks 45 years old. Honestly, it looks like his girlfriend is his daughter and he's like picking her up from school or something. I don't know. There's like no sexual tension here. So Lindsay Lohan's father is selling the childhood house. And Logan has gone home. His grandma has dementia. Lindsay Lohan's boyfriend is preparing her for the horrors of meeting his family. So she's freaking out. And Kristen Chenoweth arrives. Nope, the dog doesn't like her. She's already disappointed the mother-in-law. And unbeknownst to Lindsay Lohan, her ex-boyfriend has shown up. They have some family connections that neither one of them are aware of. He is not impressed. We meet the younger brother, who will be important later. And you find out that they are brother and sister. Logan is gonna realize that Lindsay Lohan is there too. And instead of just being honest in the moment, she decides to lie, and it puts him in an awkward situation. I kind of feel like if Logan was such a huge part of her entire childhood, the boyfriend probably would have known who he was, and it seems like they live in the same place, so surely they would have, like, maybe been familiar with each other. I don't know. So I would be weirded out if I were the 16-year-old girlfriend, because, like, automatically these two just like going in different private areas to conversate. He's telling her, hey, let's just like own up to the weird mishap. And she's like, nope, I want everyone to like me, so let's lie. So she makes a dig at how young his girlfriend is, which valid. So she's upset that he's getting along more with the mother-in-law than she is. And then we meet the parents' best friends, who's Carla from Scrubs and Tim Meadows. A Mean Girls reunion with Tim Meadows and Lindsay Lohan. So we're also introduced to the best friend's daughter, who clearly has a connection with Lindsay Lohan's boyfriend. And they have immediately way more chemistry than Lindsay Lohan and her boyfriend. And almost immediately you can tell how this movie is going to end. So they're doing Secret Santa, and apparently it's a huge deal. Lindsay Lohan is noticing, hey, Kristen Chenoweth's character has never aged. She always looks perfect. Literally, they don't barely look at each other or anything in this film. There's like absolutely nothing between the two. And he's trying to reassure her, don't worry about it. I didn't like that other girl more than you. He finally held her hand. That's the first physical contact I think we've seen of the whole movie. I'm weirded out that, like, both the brother and the sister are like, yeah, Lindsay Lohan and Logan, why don't y'all go get a Christmas tree together and get to know each other? I would not give a shit, honestly, if my sister really knew my boyfriend that well. I certainly wouldn't send them on a mission to go find a Christmas tree by themselves. And I realize that they need to be alone together to drive the plot. I just think it's a little strange. I don't know, that's all. For some reason, he wants her to wear the little brother's coat. Like, he really is trying to make her wear this coat for whatever reason. She looks warm enough, to be quite honest. She has a coat. Why is he forcing her to wear this coat? She just puts her really nice coat in the back of that truck. Someone's gonna steal that. So he says he'll help her with the mother-in-law if she'll help him with his business proposal.
Hey, I don't need your help anyway. I can handle Erica all on my own.
No, you cannot. So mother-in-law has asked them to bring home some wine, and they're in the middle of getting their little painting done. So she finds some gummies in her coat that belongs to the little brother, and she takes quite a few of them.
A little still, but whatever.
This day and age, you really need to be checking that package, you know? There's a terrifying photo.
Oh, wow.
And she's not doing herself any favors, but the weed gummies are starting to kick in, I guess. And this poor little dog. I feel so bad for this dog in this movie. You'll find out more later. So Logan finds out that, oh, the gummies, yeah, they're THC infused. The homegirl is high as a kite. He doesn't know she's high yet, but everyone else does. So Logan is trying to cancel her public speaking arrangement at the church. She was supposed to read something, and he trusts this little boy to communicate that with the pastor. Like, hey, don't let her talk. But of course, that little guy ain't gonna help. So he lets her know, hey, you're high, honey. That little kid didn't tell the pastor in time, so now she's stuck reading in church. She's trying to reason with herself. I think we've all been in this situation where, like, does everyone know I'm drunk? Does everyone know I'm high? Because I'm acting totally normal. Yes, they do. And now she's just repeating the lyrics to Kool and the Gang's Celebration. But thankfully, everyone in the church just starts randomly singing Celebration. And the awkward clapping. It all worked out. Everyone's having a lovely time. It's a Christmas miracle. All the kids are really into church now. Thanks, Lindsay Lohan. Showing her the proposal that he needs her help with. Looks lovely. They're reconnecting while she's trying to find something to eat because she has the munchies. I mean, how many cookies is she gonna eat? So she wakes up after ingesting like 40 cookies and oh, nope, gotta hide that evidence. So she knows like the cookies were for something specific and she needs help distracting Kristen Chenoweth. This is where her character loses me. So she's trying to make it look like this tiny little dog has ingested all these cookies. Meanwhile, Kristen Chenoweth thinks the boyfriend is going to propose to her 16-year-old daughter. Look at that, she's rubbing all the cookie crumbs in the little dog's fur. Like, how did this dog get into those cookies that were on the counter? And like, what did Lindsay Lohan think was going to happen? Of course they have to take that dog to the vet if they even ate one cookie. And so now Lindsay Lohan has to figure out how to like distract Kristen Chenoweth enough to where they're not going to do all these terrible things to that poor dog because it didn't actually eat the chocolate.
I'm gonna stay here with Veronica, okay?
So she's trying to convince Kristen Chenoweth to leave the room, leave her alone with the dog so she can reason with the vet to help her lie about what just happened. And no offense, but I would not leave my tiny little dog with Lindsay Lohan. So she's, convincing the vet to help her. And this is just wrong. And this is a new low for Lindsay Lohan, I think. So the little brother has heard everything, and he's confronting them. So basically, he's blackmailing them. But so they go out on a double date. I'm surprised she didn't get carded. So the parents' best friend's daughter shows up, who clearly has a history with Lindsay Lohan's boyfriend. Lindsay Lohan is realizing her boyfriend does not really like her very much. He likes the other girl. I mean, they have so much more chemistry than him and Lindsay Lohan. Look at that. Poor Lindsay Lohan. So Lindsay Lohan says she has to go. And then, obviously, her ex-boyfriend's like, sure, I'll drive you. And then everyone's just fine about them leaving together for another extended amount of time. This is weird. If I was the girlfriend, I would be like, what's happening here? But I drive back to her old house. And she finally opens up about her dead mom. and how much she doesn't want to leave the house because it reminds her of her mom. And my dog has fallen asleep again. He still loves her. Her boyfriend hasn't come home from the bar yet. It doesn't seem like it even bothers her that he's not even there. So Lindsay Lohan's boyfriend shows up. Clearly, he's just been hanging out with the other girl this whole time. Maybe doing other things. Yeah, he looks a little guilty, doesn't he?
Okay, so let's be back here at 3. Yeah?
Literally, one of them is always on the phone. And Lindsay Lohan's alone again. He's trying to tell her that the boyfriend was out probably cheating on her all night. And she's like, are you happy with the 16-year-old? So she's defensive. And he's like, well, I was just trying to warn you, honey. So he says he's going to take one of their gifts for Secret Santa because he didn't go out and get one. He's trying to blackmail them. So everyone sits down for family dinner.
Avery, where are you from?
Peachtree City. No way, that's where Logan is from.
Yeah.
No way.
Okay, the 16-year-old's starting to catch on that they might know each other. So he goes up to get his proposal to show to Tim Meadows. He hears something in the closet. It's the father and Carla from Scrubs. This movie is so messy. It's like everyone has a secret and everyone's dating the other person. And it's a lot. They're gonna do their Secret Santa.
I actually got you, Mom.
So he tells his mom, hey, I got you for a Secret Santa. You should open it.
My goodness.
Some nice lingerie from her son.
What in the world?
I didn't buy that.
So Logan's grandma and mom show up to surprise him. And of course, Lindsay Lohan realizes that they know her.
Avery, what the hell are you doing here?
But grandma, she has dementia, but she does recognize Avery.
Give me a hug, you little shit.
So the truth is coming out. So they let him know, hey, yeah, we were in a relationship, and we lied. The homeboy's lying to her about the other lady.
I didn't eat the cookies, Mom. Avery.
He rats on Lindsay Lohan that she ate the cookies.
What?
And then mom was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna propose. But he was like, no, it was a proposal. Proposal for work. I wasn't gonna propose to the 16-year-old girl.
Not cool, Logan.
Oh my god, you know.
You know.
And so Kristen Chenoweth, of course, knows that they're having an affair. So everything's coming to light. Honestly, really the only innocent people in this scenario are Tim Meadows, the 16-year-old girl, and Kristen Chenoweth. So she asks him, hey, did you cheat on me? And he just doesn't answer. So obviously, yes, he did cheat on you, Lindsay Lohan. And he just kind of leaves. And that's the end of that. They're bidding each other farewell. Lindsay Lohan is back home. Her father comes to visit and says, hey, good news, I sold the house. And then he gives her the key. But
Pay me. I love you, but man's gotta eat.
yeah, she gotta pay for it though, honey. So she leaves the proposal at the door and tells Kristen Chenoweth to please give a depressing montage of what could have been. I think I love him montage. Logan spends New Year's with his family. She's spending New Year's with friends. And she realizes she has no one to kiss on New Year's. Sad Lindsay. So he meets with his boss and Tim Meadows. Tim Meadows shows the pictures that he had drawn up and
Yes, I like that.
he likes the pictures. And of course, Lindsay Lohan left the pictures with Kristen Chenoweth to give to Tim Meadows. And he's realizing, oh, Lindsay Lohan does love me. But he offers ex-boyfriend a job. So she's having like a homecoming party or something. And they're like, please don't ruin another speech, sir. Express his love for her.
Are you done?
I can't be.
He asks for a second chance. They hug. They love each other. Seriously, Lindsay Lohan looks great, but her face does not move. Good for her. 1 year later, Tim Meadows drops off some cookies. Him and Kristen Chenoweth are now dating.
My little secret.
Call back to the title of the film. The end. And we get one last cartoon. Show that they eventually got married, but production didn't actually have money to pay for the actual scene, so we got the cartoon.